On a cold evening, Ethan Morgan, a 42-year-old billionaire businessman, stepped out of his luxury car in front of his grand mansion. His life was built on success, ambition, and wealth. He had everything money could buy, except peace. After losing his wife, Clara, in a tragic car accident 8 years ago, Ethan had buried himself in work, forgetting what it felt like to be loved. As he walked up the marble steps, he saw something strange, a young boy and girl sitting near his mansion gate, their tiny hands clutching each other, eyes filled with hunger and fear. They couldn't be more than 7 years old. Their clothes were torn, their faces pale. Ethan paused. His heart, usually hardened by business, felt something he hadn't felt in years, pity. The girl looked up, her voice trembling. "Sir, please, we're so hungry. Can we just have a piece of bread?" Ethan froze. The girl's face, her deep brown eyes, and the boy's little smile, it was like looking into a mirror from the past. They looked exactly like Clara. For a moment, Ethan's world stopped spinning. "What did you say your names were?" he asked softly. The girl hesitated. "I'm Emma, and this is my brother, Liam." The name struck him like lightning. Those were the same names Ethan and Clara had planned for their future children, before tragedy took her away. His voice trembled. "Who told you those names?" The boy, Liam, whispered, "Mommy told us before she got sick. She said our daddy was rich, but he never wanted us." Ethan's chest tightened. "Your mother, what's her name?" he asked, almost afraid of the answer. "Clara," Emma replied innocently. Ethan's knees went weak. He almost dropped to the ground. How could this be? Clara had died 8 years ago, hadn't she? He quickly took the children inside his mansion, ordering his staff to bring food and warm clothes. The kids ate like they hadn't seen food in days, and tears welled up in Ethan's eyes. He saw their mannerisms, the way Emma comforted her brother, the little dimple Liam had when he smiled. It was all Clara. Ethan couldn't deny what his heart already knew. These children were his. Later that night, he searched every hospital record, every private file from the night of the accident. What he found shattered him completely. Clara hadn't died instantly. She had survived and been taken to a small rural hospital. She'd been pregnant, with twins. When Ethan failed to show up, she believed he had abandoned her. She moved away, raising the twins alone until she passed away from illness 2 weeks ago. A nurse had tried to find the children's father but never succeeded. Ethan sat in his study, trembling, clutching Clara's photo. "Clara, how could fate be this cruel?" he whispered, tears rolling down his face. The next morning, Ethan took the children to the hospital for a DNA test. It was positive. He was their father. The news broke him and healed him all at once. He realized that all his money, all his success, meant nothing without family. For the first time in years, he smiled, not the fake smile he gave at corporate parties, but one filled with love and purpose. Ethan decided to dedicate his entire fortune to building a charity foundation in Clara's name, to help struggling mothers and hungry children so no one else would go through what his wife and kids did. When he tucked Emma and Liam into bed that night, they hugged him tightly. Emma whispered, "Daddy, are we really going to stay here forever?" Ethan kissed her forehead gently and said, "Forever and always, sweetheart. I lost you once, I won't lose you again." From that day, Ethan wasn't just a billionaire. He was a father who had been given a second chance. The mansion that once felt cold and empty was now filled with laughter, tiny footsteps, and love. The men who once thought he'd lost everything realized he had found the most priceless treasure of all, his family.